So let me just make sure all the levels are good. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. Y'all. Okay, hold on. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is, and then this happened. Okay, something happened. I don't know what, but something happened. Am I sounding better? I'm not whispering anymore. Although I might be whispering again once this is done. We shall see. We shall see. All right. Something is being slated to happen for you, to you, with you, all that good stuff. And I'm feeling a lot of frequency right now. A lot of frequency. Let's see where this takes us. And it's slowly, very slowly getting back to my normal voice. Yes, very slowly. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Very slowly. Don't expect me to sing La Bamba. I can't sing anything because everything goes mute if I do. So, it kind of just, it is what it is. It's going to continue to be what it is until it's completely resolved. All right. So something happened, something unexpected. I'm super curious what this is because I'm feeling some really potent AF energies, like really potent. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And maybe I'll whisper a little bit. And I'm feeling the voice going away. I'll take it easy. I'll take it easy. Okay. All right. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's already starting. Mm-hmm. This is like really dramatic and intense, and it is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. We're going to see how we can mitigate this, and we'll see how it goes from there. Okay. So there's something that occurred that really took from your prosperity. I I don't know that someone stole from you, like monetarily. I don't know that that's the message. It feels, well, the feeling that I get is that your energy, your focus, um, the things that you would have used to create the type of lovely circumstance that would have made you super happy, you had to divert it towards something else, something that you still feel was a waste of your time, your resources, your energy, all of that. So I guess in a sense, yeah, it was stolen from you because you had no other option but to address that, right? You had no other option but to basically layeth the smacketh down. Some people just need to be like, uh, I'm saying, I remember this totally brings my memory back to this one thing where, um, it was years ago, like so many years ago. I still lived in California. That should tell you what's up. um, I was at the tax place and I was just picking up my tax returns because they were done. and I parked in an appropriate parking spot. Um, and someone decided to park in an inappropriate, undesignated parking spot that effectively boxed me in, and I couldn't leave. And at that time, I was heavily pregnant, like, like I don't know. I want to say 8 months pregnant. So I was huge, and I really couldn't do much. Actually, shouldn't have even been out of bed because I was instructed to be on bed rest. But you can't tell me what to do. So I wasn't expecting that. And this woman refused to move her car. And I was livid. I was livid. The hood in me, the Oaklandish inside me wanted to come out and play. But I was like, no, girl, you're pregnant. You're pregnant. Don't, don't do it. So I was already buckled in, and something told me don't unbuckle. And I was honking my horn aggressively. I was sticking my head out the window aggressively. I was speaking very aggressively, and this person just didn't give a damn. Granted, I was in the hood. I was in the hood, and I really should not have been doing any of that. Um, but I was. I was so mad. And long story short, the person didn't move. The person who was parked in back of me, because we were all parallel parked, um, ended whatever they were doing so that they could move their car so that I could get out. And so that I had to back up and leave, not before going side by side with a window and basically letting the person know if I wasn't pregnant right now, I would fuck your ass up, bitch. I was so mad. And I was just like, ooh, ooh, catch me in 3 months. Because I needed time to heal. I said, catch me in 3 months, bitch. I was so mad. And then, I had a date with my cousin. So I drove to her house, and we get there, and I have my kids with me. I was just like, I had my kids with me. They're all toddlers, and I'm pregnant AF. And, bring all the kids into her house. And she's like, cousin, what's up with your face? I had a scowl. And I was like, could you believe? And I told her what happened. And she's like, I said, I know, right? She goes, no, the face is for you. Oh, what did you think you were going to do? You're hella pregnant. I said, I donkey kicked that bitch. She's like, you'd what? At which point I hugged my belly, and I turned around, and I was like, a donkey kicker, right? It was like a cable kickback move. And my cousin was like, you what? And I said, a donkey kick her. She's like, so you would hug your belly, turn your back, and donkey kick her. Yes, I would. I would. And she's like, okay, you lost your fucking mind, cousin. And I was like, no. No, I didn't. I did. I did. She's like, and what if she turns you back around and punch you in your stomach? I choked the bitch before she could punch me anywhere. You guys, the pregnancy hormones is real. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's safe when I'm pregnant. Everybody fair game when I'm pregnant. I'm just saying. And she was just like, and you were going to do all of this with my toddler nephew who's watching. And I was like, well, that's why I didn't unbuckle because that just was too much. I didn't want my kids seeing that. And she's like, well, thank God for the babies. So, long story short, You could do what you need to do, what you think you need to do. You could fight whoever you want to fight verbally or whatever you plan to do. But what's that going to accomplish? Because that wasn't going to accomplish anything for me because I promise you that person still would not have moved. This was like, what? Gosh. I want to say this was like 2010 before it was cool to have your face all tatted up. Right? That 2010 was like the year where the only people who had face tattoos, they was about it. And I was in the hood. For those who are familiar with Northern Caliphas, I was in Tennyson, the border of Tennyson and San Leandro, which is hood. I was like, because if I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna really fight. But what would that have solved? I would have put the baby at risk, the unborn baby at risk. I would have put the born babies and toddlers at risk. That was so unnecessary, right? Thank God I had enough mindset um, to, at the very least, not get out of my vehicle, right? At the very least, not get out of my vehicle because, you know, no, it wasn't Tennyson. No, it was if y'all need to Google this. I was a couple blocks away from East 14th Avenue. I was right by Oakland, you know. I'm sure the person didn't get out of their car and didn't pay no mind because they probably strapped. I was like, "Ooh, if she get out of a car, I'm getting out of my car." No, that's so unnecessary. Whoever this is that took your time and your energy, what's done has already been done. You just need to keep it moving. Taking more of your time to, you know, let yourself process it. Let's be real here. Oftentimes, when we're processing things, what we're really doing is what? Take a guess. What we're really doing is, looking for a valid excuse to remain in that space that got you so bent out of shape. You're considering actions that are less than who you are, right? Actions that are less than who you are. So, eh, I mean, yes, you absolutely need time to process, digest everything that's happened. You could do that somewhere else. You know that, right? You could do that somewhere else. You don't have to do that in the same place, the same space, the same environment that injured you to begin with. You could do that somewhere else. So, what's done has already been done. And further contemplating while remaining in that toxic space is not going to serve you. It's not going to serve you. It's not. So, you need to go back home to yourself. You need to welcome yourself back into your sacred space. There's a space that exists inside you that serves basically as a sanctuary for you, a space where you can quietly and very thoroughly, in a very safe manner, begin to process a lot of the things that you have been through. Now, for many of us, we're going to try and say, like, I need to do it here. And, oh, you go right ahead. You go right ahead. It's not going to do you any good. That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to live, but I will speak the truth. You're not going to benefit from that. As someone who used to do that, like way back, I think that was one of the last times I did that. And I remember that memory so intensely. My children had never seen me aggressive before, ever. Like I don't, you know. But in that moment, being so full of pregnancy hormones, everything was a big deal, right? Everything was a big deal. Everything. If you look at the way you function, the reality of who you are, how you are, your health, all of that, is it worth it? Continuing with that analogy from the tax place, being in the hood and all of that, knowing because, I grew up nearby. We all know everyone who grows up in the Bay Area knows East 14th Avenue. We all know, like, you don't fuck around and find out there. That's not a place you want to fuck around and find out. That's just not. That's not right. Unless you bout it, bout it. I'm saying you probably gonna come across someone who is bout it, bout it. You gonna not be happy with the outcome. Being just about 8 months pregnant, supposed to be on bed rest, in and out of the hospital because they keep going into preterm labor. What the hell was I gonna do? Wiping down the countertops sends me into preterm labor, and I'm over here contemplating fist fighting with someone who, realistically, because of the way they were responding, lack of response, they were probably armed. What was that gonna do? What was that gonna do? Not a damn thing. Except maybe make me go into preterm labor and probably get shot. Yeah, no, that wasn't going to solve anything. So the way you approach whatever the circumstance is that you're struggling through right now, you have to really be aware of some of the potential outcomes that will arise because of decisions you make. Whether you're right or wrong is irrelevant. Okay, so you get into an altercation, the person is armed. Totally like hypothetical, right? You get into an altercation, the person is armed, they pew pew you. uh but I was right. Yeah, but you're still the one who got pew pewed. So what did that solve? What did that solve? Not a damn thing. It further complicated, compounded your issue. It further did that. So we need to see the ways in which um things are going to intensify. They just are. They're going to intensify. It's up to you how you're going to handle the intensification. If you can go ahead and harness your passion, right? Um, if you can harness it in a very constructive way, I mean, powerful things can happen for you. Very powerful things. Not only will you be avoiding a lot of the unnecessary drama, unnecessary circumstance that will further compound your issues. You also will potentially be provided solutions that will be much more efficient than what you were planning to do. Right. So, for those who are just coming in and confused, I was sharing a comical story of when I was about 8 months pregnant with one of my children in the hood. And someone pissed me off to the degree that I wanted to fight, which was the dumbest thing ever. And I was relating it to some of the different circumstance that you guys are probably experiencing or will be experiencing over the next few days or weeks. You have to really keep your senses about you. You have to. Because what's happening right now is for most of us, we are being tested in regards to the ways in which we will utilize our sovereign free will. No, it wasn't comical, but it was just like idiocracy of it all. Like, girl, what were you planning to do? Um, yeah, I mean, in the moment when we are very intense in our perceptions of the wrongs that have been done to us, we can be very unreasonable in our plans to correct the issue. Because oftentimes when you enter into this unreasonable state, you're not looking for solutions, you're looking for retribution, you're looking for revenge, you're looking to show them that you is the wrong one at the right time, like all of that. I don't know, it's just not, it's not a behavior or a mindset that you can carry forward with you into this new realm that's being created for you. And if you're going to carry it forward, um, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Um, I'm at a point where and you guys just heard some of my history and my capacity for aggression when triggered just right. The hormones are just right. Not okay. I'm trying to make it funny. It's not funny though. It's not. It's not funny, but that's how I cope. I cope through laughter and turning something into a joke, which, it's not always the best coping mechanism, right? That's the reality of it. If you can be real with yourself, you can begin to see that the ways in which you handle situations, you need to really think about it during this period. You need to really, really think about it during this period. If you're going to try and bring this type of behavior forward with you, it's going to absolutely work against you. It's going to compound the issue. And honey, the only thing we want to compound right now is interest rates. I'm saying, I'm saying the only thing you want to compound is the interest rate for your investment accounts. So, yes, I have the capacity to be ratchet. I have the capacity to be aggressive. I have the capacity to defend myself. Absolutely. I've never been one to start stuff, but I absolutely have a history of being one to finish it. Does that make me badass? No. That makes me unstable. That makes me um, a person who can be easily controlled by other people's decisions and actions. That's not a place of power. And it's taken me many, many years to realize that is not a place of power. That's a place of fear. That's a place of self betrayal, self sabotage. It's a place that I've outgrown, that I've moved away from. So now, what would be the appropriate thing? Risk assessment. Is this something I can just walk away from regardless of what they're saying? If yes, we're walking away. They can say whatever they want. If you're being physically threatened, you need to make sure you're safe. Sometimes walking away is turning your back towards an aggressor. That's a big no no. That's a big no no. No, no, no. Do not blind yourself to the different potentialities. And these situations can be something that involves an aggressor who's not physically aggressive, but is aggressive in different ways where you shouldn't turn your back. You shouldn't ignore. You shouldn't pretend. But not everything requires your attention and your investment in that way. And this is the period where you're going to have to begin discerning what is the appropriate thing for me to do here. If there is an immediate threat to your safety, your health, your finances, your family, whatever it is, if it's an immediate threat, you do not turn your back to that. You address it head on. Even if you're afraid, especially if you're afraid, you address that head on. You use the appropriate channels. You use the appropriate agencies. You use the appropriate assistance that is being provided to you. If there is no immediate threat, walk away. Don't waste your energy. Don't allow yourself to be easily manipulated by the master manipulators in this world, in your life. That's how you take your power back. By no longer allowing someone to be the one who decides what type of day you're going to have just because of what they said. For me, if you run your mouth too much, you just talk so much shit about everything, everyone, whatever. I think the most appropriate thing for me to do is to hand you a roll of toilet paper and tell you got a little shit on your chin as I walk away. Like, shit talkers are shit talkers. That's what they do. I'm not going to allow myself to reek of your caca because you cannot control yourself. I'm good. I'm out. And that's that. That's the only response you're going to get from me. No response, So you're going to be put in a union with another. This does not necessarily mean that you're going to be in some type of twin flame, whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but there is a connection that's going to be built between you and another person. Whatever this connection is, it's something that can facilitate the coming forward of opportunities that are beneficial for you. Now is the time to begin really, really allowing yourself to receive the opportunities that will be of benefit for you. Now is the time. That's what you need to focus on. That is what you need to place your invested energy into. Okay. You're going to have to begin recognizing you are responsible for the way you allow yourself to react or respond to the very people who are trying to waste your energy. There's a lot of organic portals that have been put into active duty. If you don't know what an organic portal is, you should definitely find that out. Seriously, that is something you need to know about. Sometimes organic portals are referred to as NPCs. Regardless of how you refer to them, they should not be allowed to take your time, your energy, or any of that. They should be put back in their proper place, which is somewhere far away from you. Okay? Don't let your ego get triggered. They're very good at triggering your ego. Don't let your ego get triggered. Be very selective of who you will allow yourself to engage with, either in some type of verbal combat or any other type of interactions. Be very, very selective. Now is a time to be very elusive and exclusive with your energy, your time, all of that. Okay. You are naturally protected during this period. If you find yourself being affected tremendously by the energies and the actions of others, it's probably because you've stepped out of your proper place. It's probably because you've somehow, maybe unknowingly, allowed yourself to be pulled from your space of center, and you need to go back to that space of center. That's the only way you can remain shielded from the effects of all of this. The energies have been going crazy over the past couple weeks. Just crazy. I can't sing. I'm reminding myself I can't sing. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so special about that place. Do, do, do. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Okay, you're pushing it, girl. My throat hurts. Yeah, no, you gotta just exit from there. No, go back to center. Go back to center. You have to go back to center. All sorts of things are going to come out of the woodwork to just really to annoy you. Don't let it. Don't let it. It's so important right now. Ooh. Michaela says there is a culling happening. That's not a good word, though. Hold on. Hold your device. Fine. Maybe there's another hidden meaning. Reduction of a wild animal population by selective slaughter. The action of sending an inferior or surplus farm animal to be slaughtered. There needs to be something else to this. Select from a large quantity obtained from a variety of sources. This video is going to be flagged. Dang it, dang. Dang it, dang, dang, da dang, dang, da dang, 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 da dang, dang. It says reduce the population. This is so uncomfortable. Middle English from Old French, coulier, based on Latin colligere, to collect. Damn it. Okay. Oh, this is important. To reduce or control the size of something by removal of especially weak or sick individuals. This tactic will only work on those who are weak minded or sick within themselves, right? What's an example of being sick within yourself? Taking in someone else's perception as though it is the absolute truth and using that very distorted perception to further distort, disillusion yourself regarding your life, your purpose, the direction you're supposed to go. No, the OPs are not trying to slaughter empaths. It's the ones who turned on the OPs. There's a lot of things going on in terms of energy. A lot of things. And there were corrections that were approved by Creator to come forward to enter into the manifestation template so that it could take manifest form here on this planetary grid. And the opposition to that very elevated divinity, corrective energy, corrective manifestation. The opposition to that is going fucking crazy over it. They're pissed. They're pissed. 100% at 223 35 02 59 1. Oh shit. I don't have enough voice to do a Blu-ray update. um mm. All right. So This is a very crucial message. If you're going to only listen to one portion of this live stream, this is the portion that you need to really pay attention to, okay? This process is going to continue all the way through to winter. If you can get solid within yourself and not be one of the weak minded, not centered ones, is no biggie. It's just going to, like water on a duck's back. You know what I'm saying? Like water on a whatever waterproof thing. It's just going to roll right off you. No biggie, no biggie, no whammies. If you're very porous, meaning you allow a lot of things in, this is going to be one hell of a ride for you. It really is. What the hell? Hello, this is Arthur, and I'm trying to get in touch with blah, blah, blah. Please, and I can be reached at blah, blah, blah. We're in Barbados and would like to see you both if possible. Someone wants me in Barbados. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not going to Barbados anytime soon. But please do enjoy yourself while in Barbados. I cannot go because I have to work. I got to make up for all this time. Haven't been able to do much of nothing except sit like a bump on a log. I don't know who that is. Wrong number. You got to you got to do some shield work. You got to make yourself inaccessible to things that want to access you. Things that have malignant intentions once it accesses you. This is not good. It's definitely not good when I stop laughing. That wasn't even a laugh. This is not good. Okay. You got to do what you need to do to ensure that you have the capacity to remain separate from this energy. It's already trying. It's been trying. It's going to continue. This process is going to continue until winter. If you can remain solid within yourself and very quickly and genuinely stabilize yourself after an emotional blow, because they'll use your emotions. That metaphoric they will use your emotions. Once you get destabilized, you get pulled from center. And when you get pulled from center, you're taken out of that circle of protection. And then that leaves you susceptible to whatever weird stuff. Okay. Remembrance in reverse, ancestors, remembrance in reverse. For some of you, your ancestors are trying to step in on your behalf and kind of resolve some of this. It's going to require you to remember some of those past lives. I will say this. It is extremely rare to date of the thousands of clients that I have assisted. I think I'm probably somewhere over 10,000 people at this point. The thousands of clients that I've assisted, I've only met one who's only had 2 lives before this. Everyone else has had double-digit number of lives before this. You're not a rookie. As much as you think and have been convinced by others that you are a rookie and you don't know, and no, that's bullshit. It just is. How many of you um look at me, listen to me, and feel so intensely like, God, why does she feel so familiar? Where do I know her from? Knowing damn well we've never spoken. You've never had a session with me. You've never had, an in real life connection with me. We've never shared physical space. Yet here you are feeling as though like you know me from somewhere. You can't place it, but you feel so safe around me. Hold on. Sorry. It's chore time. Um Ooh, hot diggity damn. We just got a message. 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 Confirmation. Confirmation. Oh, I muted myself. I muted myself. I was speaking to my kid. He came to collect the trash. Oh, that's another message. Ooh, taking out the trash. So here's a message. Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay. Mm, mm, Okay, so here, are you ready to level up? Mm. That's the message. Are you ready to level up? If y'all don't believe me, hold up. Let me go ahead. Okay. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this. Okay, let me just excuse me. Hold on. Oops. Okay. Here we go. Wait. I'll show you. Sometimes people think that I just make up shit. Where did you go? Let's see. Oh, I was just tripping. Look at this. Are you ready to level up? Are you ready? You got to be ready. You got to be ready for this. And it is definitely not a coincidence that someone that I love, I trust, I cherish entered my space to collect the trash. The people who are in your life right now who will, be the organic portals who are used to try and trigger you. One word, basura. Mhm. One word, multiple languages. Basura. Mhm. Talagang basura. I don't know if you guys know, I'm multilingual. Yes. Talaga. Puchang basura. I'm like, for real. For real, straight up trash. Yeah, no, for real, it's trash. Whatever it is, when the trash man comes, let them clear out of your space. There is no point in holding on to that. It is trash. Trash is trash is trash. Is trash is trash. Okay? I'm not saying people are trash. I'm saying sometimes the connections we have with others is garbage. Let that connection be taken out. Okay? There are some people we just need to not talk to. Okay? Communication is key. Yeah. Nope. Lock the door. They don't have a key. When you stop communicating, you take away the key to unlock the door that you have just locked behind them. I have this logic that might be common, it might not. I don't know. When you walk out on me, I lock the door, I deadbolt it, and I nail it shut. That's that. That's that. As a matter of fact, ooh, damn. I went ahead and I saved a note the other day from my "Do you have the time to listen to me whine?" Stop, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's from a post that I had posted a couple of years back, I think. And it says, I should just, it's more powerful as a graphic. Okay, let me send this to myself. Let me send this to myself. Oh, did I do it wrong? Okay. I did it wrong. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? Let me just screenshot it. Okay. So, all right, let me go ahead and share this. Here goes. Then here I was, ready to be as honest as I need. When I walk away from people, I walk away after careful consideration. When I've quietly and privately told people I'm not comfortable assisting their energetic needs, it's after I've deeply considered the ramifications to my personal well being. These past 2 weeks have been insane with people I've walked away from, attempting to reconnect for one reason or another. These are people who I have been clear with, or those who have had nasty things to say to me when we first parted ways. I sat and wondered why. Why now? For what reason? I got my answer. I forgot to burn the bridge after I walked across it. Those who want to continue to access you for more, even after you have left their table, will not give you permission to burn that bridge. Do it anyway. You don't exist for them. You exist because creation wanted and needed you here. May the fires I burn light my path back to me. Sometimes you got to set shit on fire to be able to see things clearly. Sometimes the bridges that you leave intact because you want to be nice, because you want to hold on to what? To what? When someone shows you who they are, believe it. Do not give them another opportunity to do to you, to continue doing to you what they failed to successfully do the last time around. Burn it. Set that shit on fire. I promise you, they already doused it with kerosene. Set it on fire. Let it burn so that you can see clearly, so that you can see with clarity what direction you need to go now that you're done with the distraction, with the bullshit. And that's why that song came on. Do you have the time to listen to me whine? Do you? Okay. What's up, Green Day? Okay, the lyrics. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid or am I just stoned? I want to shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's lack of sex that brings me down. I went to a whore. He's okay. Yeah. Okay. Enough. Yeah, no. I don't have the time to listen to you whine about nothing and everything all at once. I don't. And I will not make time. And I will not be sorry that I have standards in regards to who I interact with, the way we interact, what we interact about. I do not have the time to listen to you whine about everything and nothing all at once. I'm good. Y'all are good off that. Communication is key, but it's in reverse. Once you turn your back to those feigning blindness to their actions, their words, their negative effect on you, don't look back. Don't see if they're posting about you. Don't check in. None of that. None of that. None of that. And who cares if they're making cryptic posts about you? I mean, many people have made cryptic posts about me that other people have read and have reached out to me and been like, Emmy, so and so said blah, blah, blah about you. And I'm like, oh, how do you know they're talking about me? Because I don't know that they're talking about me. Well, if they are, clearly they're not capable of moving past something that I've already moved past, and that's none of my concern. It isn't. It isn't any of my concern. I have big things that I need to do and accomplish in this life. I will not do it if I stop for every single peasant neck deep in their peasantry. That's peasant ass behavior. Uh-huh. Well, some people are going to be like, oh my God, that is so rude. What? What's rude? Identifying behaviors accurately? It is not my place to try and convince someone to behave differently. When they choose to identify as a peasant and behave as what they identify as, I just have to accept that at face value and call it what it is. So what's rude about that? Oh, I get it. It's too honest. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Love me or hate me, both groups will agree. I don't lie to people. I tell the truth and I call it what it is. I call it what it is. So you're very close to achieving your goal. No, no. Not as long as you're doing this cycle of trying to tiptoe around. Opportunities to get ahead have finally arrived. That's the email that I just got. Yeah. The other email says, hello, what's going on? I hope things are going well. They are. Very much so. Very much so. um yeah. Yeah. It's going good. Why is it going good? Because I'm staying in my circle of protection and I'm not allowing myself to be depleted by things at this point. I'm doing what needs to be done, including things I don't want to do, like, staying quiet. I don't want to do that. Not working, having to reschedule things. I don't want to do that either, but I have to. So my voice can rest, I can heal, and I can get back to being me, right? Sometimes we got to do the things we don't want to do, and we got to be okay with it. We got to be okay with it. We just do. When we allow ourselves to be okay with the process that we're in and we take the necessary steps while in that process, prosperity lies ahead. That's what happens. Prosperity lies ahead. You enter into a space where you can access the prosperity that is meant for you. Okay? Yeah, I agree. Ooh. Ooh. This is reiterating everything that I've already said. This is ooh. The only way to properly emphasize this is by saying yada mean. Yada mean. Okay. A time for healing, but in reverse. So there are those of us, I hope it's not you, because it's definitely not me, who are refusing to heal. What did we say earlier about this process extending all the way through into wintertime? What did we talk about when the word culling came into mind? Okay. You need to speak with Odin and be like, I am not a willing sacrifice, Odin. You need to fuck off. I'm telling you, you need to speak with Odin and just be like, listen, bruh, fuck out of here with your shit, bruh. I'm not a willing sacrifice. You will not sacrifice me. um, because yo, this is too much. You have dealt with enough. You have. You have put up with enough. You have accepted enough subpar treatment. Enough is enough is enough. And when you've really had enough, you need to start acting and talking like it. You do. You need to. Because sometimes we say we've had enough, and then people think like, oh, you're just saying that. No, I've actually had enough. You fucked up. You're out. You're out. You're joking, right? No. I was smiling to kind of sand down some of the roughness, but no, I'm serious. You're out. It's not a joke. It's not a bluff. It's not a joke. You're out. Right? I've had people who have thought that they are exempt from my standards. How'd that go for you? How did that go for you? I mean, I would tell you guys how that went for them, but I wouldn't know because they're cut out of my life permanently. So I wouldn't know. I don't know. That's how it goes. When you've really had enough, you need to begin making decisions and taking actions that further emphasize that you've had enough and you will not tolerate anymore. Right? And if you're going to be someone who's like, okay, I get it. I get it. I agree. I'm going to give them one last chance. Just between you and I. How many last chances have they had? How many last chances have you given them already? How many? I mean, no, don't put it in the comments. This is supposed to be between you and I. How many last chances have you given that specific person that you're about to give a last chance to? Mindy, you didn't use a safe word. Be like, mommy, you're choking me too hard. Muscle mommy, you're choking me too hard. You have to use a safe word. I'm joking. Okay, let me not. Let me not pepper my perversion through this live stream. There was this meme that I saw, and it was like all my Canadian friends. And then it's trying to say that, oh, no. All my East Coast friends is trying to say that this is what the East Coast people are saying. And it says, Canada Daddy, you're choking me too hard. It was just hilarious. I'm sorry. I have a sick sense of humor. It's sick. So deal with it. No, I have a sick sense of humor, but it was because of all the smoke. I don't even know how I'm trying to explain this. It was hilarious to me. It was hilarious. Okay. Don't let pride get in your way. This is a huge deal. I think for many of us, it's almost like we're not wanting to walk away from something because of the fact that we've put so much into it. And so many people have already told us, like, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. And your pride is like, but if you quit now, that's if you quit now, then they'll be right. Okay, but they are right. They are right. It's not going to work. I mean, it's one thing if they're just talking shit and they're not right, and everything that's happening around you is showing you that they are not right. Because haters, hello. But I mean, if everything around you is showing that they're accurate, they care, they're just trying to share information that you are struggling to accept. I mean, just you don't have to admit they're wrong, they're right. You just do what you need to do to get right. And then if they're like, see, I told you, you'd be like, shut up. I don't need this right now. Are you a supporter? Do you love me? Or are you just faking it? That usually shuts them up. Okay. But if they were right, they were right. Who cares? Who cares? Don't let your ego get in the way. Know when to walk away from things that are not serving your highest good. Okay. Emotions are running high and it's in reverse. So you need to calm the fuck down. I'm just saying. Um, Do I need to spray myself with some rose water? Is that what it is? Yeah, okay, fine. 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 Okay? I've sprayed myself. Okay. Nothing is yet set in stone. It's about to be set in stone if you don't knock it the F off. If you don't stop messing around with yourself, gaslighting yourself into not listening to your intuitive urges, it's about to be set in stone. You're about to have a real bad time all the way through winter. That's going to suck. That's like all the way till next April. Stop. Seriously, till next. I'm patient, but I'm not that patient. BS until next April. That's like 10 months. Oh, do you really need to learn this lesson for 10 months? Is that what it is? You need to learn this lesson for 10. Okay, fine. If you need 10 months to learn it, fine. I could give you Cliff's notes. I could get you don't need 10 months. Okay, fine. No. I'll stop because I want to try and convince you don't need 10 months to learn something. I'm just saying. You don't. But if you want to take 10 months, I mean, this is not my place to tell you. To tell you not to. But I don't think you need 10 months. But if you, I mean, if you like it, you go ahead and take 10 months. Some people like that. They like the struggle. I don't. I like short bursts of struggle, short bursts of intensity while you just keep right on. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. Oh, don't take it there. I heard somebody. I'm moving forward. I heard you, whoever you are. I heard you. It was funny, but it's not appropriate. It is not appropriate. Look at the bigger picture. Okay. You got to look at the bigger picture. You can't be so zoomed in to the current circumstance that you kind of F yourself over and end up being one of the ones who has to go through all of this caca over the next 10 months. Hmm. I'm hungry. I'm finally hungry. Hmm. All right. So you're getting all of these messages from soul, right? You're getting messages. You're being given instruction. Um, but it seems as though worlds within worlds, this is telling me that you are taking those instructions, that intuitive message, and you're trying to store it away somewhere because you don't want to deal with it. You can't be some type of intuitive hoarder. I mean, you can, but it's not going to serve you. And then this happened. What happened? I gave you advance notice of the bullshit that you can avoid over the next 10 months. And that's what happened. That's why it's not set in stone yet. You need to make a decision very, very soon. The ways in which you will move through these next 10 months. Mm. You got to move through this in a way that will really help you to grow gently, right? To grow very, very gently. Mm. So, what do I mean by that? Okay, so you're growing like a weed, right? You're growing like a weed, like a dandelion or thistle. I laugh because bull thistle will fuck you up. If I had to be a weed, I would be bull thistle. Have y'all ever seen bull thistle? I got to show you bull thistle. Let me show you. It's just let me show you what bull thistle is. Ooh, boo. It's just, yeah, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Hold on. Let me share it with you because you need to know. If you're going to grow like a weed, I would look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all think it's just pointy leaves? Those are thorns. Those are definitely thorns. Mhm. Look at that. Those are thorns. It cracks me up because you can't just pull this out. Look at this. You see that right there? Those are thorns, and they're not soft thorns. Shit. Boo, yes. Yes. Bull thistle. Mm? Circeum vulgare. Circeum vulgare. Vulgar ass thorns. Oh, once it starts growing in your yard, that can't be removed. So here's the thing. Would you rather be pulled out, uprooted, and then put in a bag, and you're just being pulled out, right? Or the approach we're about to take, flamethrower. And they sell that. It's a flamethrower stick that you attach to a propane tank. I mean, you could easily create straps to put the propane as a backpack. And you just attach it and it's a flamethrower. I'm just saying. It's legal. It addresses weeds. Would you rather be burned? Oh, there's another thing that you could also get where it creates tremendous heat rather than flaming things. It creates tremendous heat and it dehydrates. It's like it dehydrates the weed almost instantly and kills it all the way down to the root. What would you rather soul do? Because I mean, if oh, that was a setup. That was such a setup. I was just identifying as bull thistle, and now I'm being told that if you're going to fight the process and you're going to fight back, because that's what bull thistle does, it fights back. Yeah. What's going to end up happening is soul is going to have no choice but to flamethrower you. It's trying to remove you from the space of stagnation that you are existing in. So, mm, I'm saying, okay. If you go through this process, you will have something to celebrate probably before that 10 months is up. If you choose to really be present and remain in that circle of protection, allow the basura to be taken out, just really, do the things that need to be done. I would say you would have something to celebrate before 10 months is up. Be careful of the people who pull you from your space of integrity. Oh, it's called a bionic burner, and my husband just said it sucks. Flamethrower it is. I'm gonna buy this man a flamethrower. Honey, if you're on the live stream, can you just initiate the return for that? I don't want to keep that if it sucks. And we'll go to the store afterwards. Oh, it takes so long to burn one weed. Flamethrower it is. We just burn it all. Yeah, can you initiate the return? That sucks. That hella sucks. We'll just scatter salt everywhere. But don't get it close to the driveway because I don't want it to degrade the thing. But wait, let me harvest. Y'all, I gotta share something with you. There was this weed that in the past like month or so has just completely exploded all over the property. I can't say that I've ever seen this weed before, and it looks so adorable. It looks so adorable, and I wanted to just let it grow. But apparently they said no. They said, "No, bitch, pull that out. It's invasive." Fine. But what I'm gonna do is when I pull it out, I'm harvesting it. Why? The metaphysical properties. I have just stumbled upon a treasure trove of an apothecary growing on the property. I tell you, I tell you, I've never seen in the time that I've been in this region, which is a while at this point, I've never seen this weed grow. I have such a history with this land. I've never once seen this weed grow. So I'm harvesting it along with all its amigas and amigos and compadres. And I'm going to replenish my magical apothecary because the land that I'm on is magical AF. All my plants inside the house just boom, exploded with growth and health. All of my fucking orchids are blooming. They're blooming. They're blooming. Let me stop. I just fucked myself up. No, but I'm serious. All my plants have just like been so happy. One of them is like about to touch a 13-foot fucking ceiling. Like, bitch, stop. Just stop. You're getting too big. You're not gonna fit in a U-Haul. It's that big. So yeah, no, I mean, if you cultivate your energy and you begin to stay within your space and you allow it to concentrate, it enters into the land. And then the land will provide for you the things that you need. And if I were to go through the metaphysical properties of just this one plant, oof, I'm saying, mm, I'm saying, it literally addresses every single thing that needs to be addressed in my life right now. No, it's which one? The one that grew heck of tall? It's the one that I got from Whole Foods that was like this big when I got it. And now this bitch is like, I'm like, calm the fuck down. Where are you in a rush to go? That's what I said to it the other day. Calm the fuck down. Where are you in a rush to go? I think what it's trying to do is reach the ceiling, crawl across the room to reach the fucking, I don't know, 20, 30-foot ceiling on the other side of the house. I'm like, bitch, how you're going to live here then? I'm not bringing you with me when we go to the next place because how will I move you? I can't. No. No. All right. So don't let anyone pull you from your space of integrity. If you allow your energy to accumulate and use it for your needs, all of your needs will be answered. It will be provided for. Okay? So, mark my words. Mark my words, you guys. With everything that I am and all of the potential I embody, I will be initiating massive waves of change through every aspect of my life. And the things that I have allowed to continue far beyond their expiration date, it will be ended. It will be finished. Life will go in my favor. And I will push ahead in the most graceful and beautiful way, bringing my purpose to fruition intentionally. Mark my words. This will happen in less than 8 weeks. 8 being the number of reunification, where I am choosing to give myself the time and the space. 8 weeks to reunify with my purpose, my power, and a deeper reservoir of grace and purpose. It will happen because I will make it happen. And I will not stop until I achieve this goal before 8 weeks are up. So, what are you going to declare? What are you going to declare? Let's do this. I am going to do some work for myself, energetic, to begin correcting some of the things that I haven't wanted to deal with. And so I've allowed it to kind of become haphazard in its growth, in its development. If you would like me to include you, you need to put hashtag me too, right? No. There's a movement that let's not do that. Let's do hashtag included. Hashtag included, so that I know that you are wanting to be included. And I'm going to go ahead and mark everyone's name, so that I can screenshot it after the live stream is done, and I will include you. You don't have to buy anything. I will include you. If you are ready for change, if you're ready to push your intentions forward, and it's not a malignant intention, I want to clarify that. Let me clarify that. If you're malignant, fuck you. I'm not going to help you with your malignancy. But if you're interested in self healing, growth, reunification between the self and the soul, all of that good, healthy stuff, yes, I'll do it for you. So, no biggie. I'm already going to do it for myself. I'll do it for you too. You're still going to have to do the work. Let's be clear. You're still going to have to do the work. You're still going to have to invest in yourself. You're still going to have to invest your time, your energy in whatever it is you're trying to bring forward. But just that little extra push. Okay. I'll go ahead and do that, because what we need right now as a community is for those of us who have some type of obligatory divine purpose thing going on, where we are obligated to really work on ourselves so that we can step into our purpose and really bring things to fruition, because there are people who are waiting for you to develop and grow in the way you need to, so that you can serve your proper purpose, right? um yeah, let's make it happen. Are you still taking readings while your voice is healing? Yes. Yes, I am. I am taking all sorts of bookings. Um, I think in a few more days, my voice hopefully will be fully restored and I'll be able to reschedule the workshop that I had to reschedule. I'm also going to add a few more different workshops to my academy, k33academy.com, and add a few more workshops that I think will be beneficial for you guys. Um, but yeah, no, I'm still taking bookings and all of that. So all of this that's going on, it's about your self-worth. Getting to a place where your power is recognized by you, where your worth is no longer something that you are, you know, wishy-washy back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, am I worth it? Absolutely. Are you kidding me right now? Am I worth it? Yes. Yes. Yes, you are worth it. Ask me that one more time. I swear to God, I will I will choke you. No, I'm joking. I will just lovingly hug you with my hands across your throat. I'm joking. I'm not. I'm not. But I will be like, what the fuck? Why do you keep asking that? I'm saying you're worth it. Um, ooh, ooh. Okay. I will do some energy work for you guys right now. Okay. Do I got time? I got a little bit of time. A little bit of time. Ooh. Let me get a song. If you want to be a part of this, mm, 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 mm. If you want to be a part of this, put hashtag worth it. Mm, mm. Hashtag worth it. You could be in the live stream while it's live. You could be in the recording. All the hashtags. All of this is calibrated towards the hashtag. And you can be included in this, okay? She's like, let me put a shirt on. Let me take mine off. No, I'm joking. I have tank top underneath. Calm down. Not you. Whoever that was. I was like, ooh. Yeah, no, no, stop. I'm married. Leave me alone. Let me get a song. Y'all know I'm like full of sarcasm and shit. Like I don't like 90% of the shit that I say, I'm being sarcastic. I'm joking. Leave me alone. I'm not social. Okay. Let's pick a song. But it's true though. I'm not social. People just need to stop. I'm just fun when I'm by myself in the room. I'm not fun as a neighbor. I'm not fun as a friend. Like none of this shit happens in real life. I save this all up just for me to enjoy. I'm saying. Let me find a song. None of these are just calling to me. What damn? What's happening? This sucks. Okay. I'm just, yeah, no, yes, no. This is what happens when you ask me what I want to eat. The same thing. I don't fucking know. And then my husband's like, well, you need to tell me what you want to eat, at least a type of food, so I know what to make you or get you. I'll just starve. That's the answer. It's fine. Never mind. I'll just starve. I don't care. So I found a song. I found a song. Okay. Okay. Here. Breathe very deep and very slow. Hashtag worth it. Feel the energy in your chest. Allow yourself to feel the gravity of you. Feel the emotions coming up from your root. Feel it expanding in your chest. For those of you sensitive to energy, you might begin to feel pulsations in your crown, across your third eye, the back of your head, and your tailbone. Feel the disillusionment dissolving. Feel the lies that you've believed about yourself dissolving. Feel the emotions beginning to release. Take one more deep breath in. Slow exhale out. Come back to center. Rejoin me in this space that we share. Allow yourself to feel the places where blockages have been dissolved. These are the places that need your attention, the places that deserve your love. You are so quick to give everything away, leaving nothing for yourself, not even love. Let go of that way of living, existing. Allow whatever chakras that are being affected by the blockages to be cleared, realigned. This energy work is still continuing, even though the music has stopped. It is still continuing. Feel it. Feel the ways in which the emotions are moving through you, the ways in which your thoughts are being lightened. That heaviness you felt in your shoulders. For those of you who feel chronic pain, chronic achiness, where is that pain now? Because it's not with you. It's been removed from your field, given back to creation. You've already learned what you needed to learn from it. Let it go. That death grip you have on the pain that you've felt for so long now, let it go. And if you don't know how to let go, do this. Hold your hand as tight as you can, as tight as you can. Hold it tight like that until your hand begins to cramp. Just hold it real tight. Let all your anger, all your rage, the betrayal, the sadness, all of that. Use all of that to hold your hand real tight. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, breathe out slowly as you let your hand open and relax. Let everything you just crushed fall through your fingers like sand. How do you feel now? How do you feel? There's something missing. Yeah. You know what's missing? All of that bullshit you've carried with you that never needed to be carried that way. But you've just let go. Scary how easy it is to let go. You want to hear a reality that I've just realized? Mm. Mhm. I did not realize this until right now. I don't walk away from people. I just let go. My mind is absolutely blown. I don't walk away. I let go. Wow. And with that realization, all of the guilt and the shame, the hurt that I feel, the ways in which I shame myself for walking away. Like, what if? What if I'm supposed to stay? What if I'm supposed to help them? That's gone. Because I didn't walk away. I simply let go. And when you let go, I just realized there's something written on my tea. Let the opportunities come to you. Letting the opportunities of reconnection, healing. See, when you walk away, there's a tremendous potentiality that in that decision to walk away, somewhere in that is buried a decision to avoid the lesson at hand, a fear-based decision. How do I know that I didn't walk away? Well, first, my soul just told me. Second, because I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel afraid. It was just what I observed happening, a letting go and a divide being created because I never belonged where that person is within themselves. I did not belong in an environment that was less than what I actually need to be. Your level of frequency is the primary determining factor of the type of environment you need around you. For some of us, we need the lower frequency people to create so much resistance, so much struggle, so much pain, so much whatever negative thing you can think of. We need them around us in order to give us a greater sense of how inappropriate it is for us to continue to remain in that space that we occupy in this moment. It gives you the opportunity to juxtapose, and the juxtaposition between the density and the lack thereof helps you to formulate the definition, which then lends to your definition and perception. For example, do you know how bright a light is? Oh, it's bright. You stand in that light and you stare at it for as long as you do, you become light blind and it just becomes what it is. And you don't quite know what it is. It's light. I mean, what do you mean? How bright is it? Light is bright. What do you mean? Well, there are varying degrees of dimness. And basing it off my life experience, my personal experience from my personal journey, which is all I can do because that's all I know. Um, I didn't understand the gravity of me and my light and my purpose until I was immersed in an environment full of parasitic, leech ass motherfuckers who wanted to feed off of me. And I let it. Why? Why, Emmy? Why? Well, because I thought that was my purpose. I mean, they're hungry. If I have enough energy, just give them some. Except that's not how it works. That's not how it works. So, what is supposed to happen? How is it supposed to work? Well, what I was supposed to do was not waste my energy on bottomless pits. What I was supposed to do was discern who I should and should not interact with, who my heart tells me I cannot walk away from without first helping. Because although I have a tremendous reserve of energy, capacity, there unfortunately are billions upon billions of people in this world. And I will never reach the levels of frequency and understanding that arises from that dimensional level of frequency. I will never reach the levels I need to be at in order to live the purpose I am destined to live if I keep wasting my energy on the people who do not even benefit from the help that I give. What's an example of this? All right. I do a free parasitic extraction for someone who is struggling with parasites. I let them know, hey, it's because of the environment that you live in. You gotta choose to move into a different environment, either a work environment, a living circumstance, um, or maybe I tell them, you know, this boyfriend that you're with, they keep infecting you with parasites because of whatever they're doing. Now, I don't want to be involved in the relationship, but there's stuff going on you're not aware of. And then they go back to you and they infect you with a parasite. And then the person is like, "Oh, that's okay. I'll just, you know, I'll let you extract it." Oh no, honey. That's not how it works. You're not going to continue to infect yourself willingly and expect me to continue exposing myself to the parasites that you willingly let in. That's what I mean. That person never needed my help. They simply preferred it. Now I know quite a few of you. You might not do energy work, you might not do extractions, but you do some version of this for people in your life. You make excuses to justify the continuation of them taking advantage of you. Why? I don't know why, Emmy. I'll tell you why. Do you want me to tell you why? I'll tell you why. You guys want to know why? Or, I mean, if you're not ready to know, telling you will trigger you. You'll get upset. And once you get upset, you'll begin to shut down and it will further complicate your process. So let me know. Are you ready to hear it? The reason why you do this? Why you continue with these cycles? Because I can tell you, or I can move forward and just save that for a different day when you are ready to hear it. No one wants to hear it. All right. I'll just carry forward. There's a lack of belief. Or you guys want to hear it? You sure? You do this because it's a form of self punishment. And it's a type of self punishment that then can be spun in such a way where you can use it as evidence to show the people who never understood you and are incapable of accepting you that, hey, I am a good person. Please let me stay. Please, please let me stay. I'll let you kick me around. I'll let you demean me, degrade me, disrespect me, please. Let me stay because you're the only one I know that can punish me in the way that I feel I deserve to be punished. For what? For existing, for being different, for knowing how different I am from other people. And I try so hard. To be less than what I know I am. So please let me stay so that you can punish me more easily for being everything that I was asked to be, but not prepared to become. That triggered the shit out of me. It's okay. It's okay, Emmy. You've outgrown that part. I've grown tremendously over the years, a type of growth that I cannot quantify myself. Some might wonder why I so frequently recall a lot of the things that I've lived through, a lot of the memories of the ways in which people have treated me. And it's not that I still live there or that I'm holding a grudge. It's that it's so easy to forget that I've outgrown the parts of me that allowed for that to occur. It's so easy to take for granted where I am now within myself and my journey, and to dismiss myself and my growth by gaslighting myself into this belief that I'm just an asshole who is extremely verbose, highly capable of articulation to validate poor behaviors. But is it poor behavior? Or is it stepping into the light of my own truth? A truth so powerful it's blinding for those who choose to remain in shadows. And so, yes, if that's the case, there will always be people who are offended by the fact that I exist. And not just exist, but exist so authentically that it's blinding, it's deafening. It's intimidating to be in the presence of someone who has outgrown living with their pain, but has not forgotten the history of that pain and what it has taught me. Mhm. And then comes this internal conversation of, are you mad? I'm mad. Am I mad? No. Mm-mm. I'm not angry. Because what is anger? Anger is grief and sadness, unrecognized, unacknowledged, grief and sadness ignored. We have to give ourselves the time and the space to grieve the loss of the parts of us we thought we were. And that grief can be profound. Because when you've lived large portions of your life identifying as something someone told you is your identity, and then you realize that was never you, it can become chaotic and catastrophic for a sensitive empath. You go through periods of cognitive dissonance where you don't want to believe. Where it is impossible to believe that there is any way you could be a good person. That you didn't deserve the things you settled for. And just because you settled at one point does not mean that's where you belong permanently. It means you're coming to a level of awareness of the reality of who you actually are and what you actually genuinely, truly deserve. And that the time for settling is no more. And it's scary. Second best is still a win. I beg to differ. Second best is first loser. So what does that mean? I will never fucking settle for second anything. I will work my ass off. And even when that ass is gone, I will still keep pushing and striving to be the best possible version of me I could ever possibly be, because I will never willingly agree to settle for any fucking thing in my life again. I am not ashamed. I am not embarrassed. I will never, ever settle for anything ever again. Ever. If I am to live my purpose, I am to reach levels of existence that 99% of this world believes is impossible to reach. And why do I need to reach that level of existence? Because part of my purpose is to show you how to do it too. I never wanted to be at the top unless everyone is at the top with me. So, you know what that means? We're all going to have to fucking be at the top, because I will never settle again for anything less than what I am capable of at any given moment. And this, I don't exist in that type of dualistic world, an existence where it is either or. No. My existence uses words like and. I can be there and feed everybody, because the reality is, when you reach that level of success, you can spend your money however the fuck you want. And guess what? I don't like Louis. I don't like Hermes. I don't like Bugatti, Lamborghini, or any of that other frivolous shit. I like to feed people. I like to see people heal. I like to see people begin to understand their capacity. So, you know what that means? I have a right to spend my billions in whatever fucking way I want. So, be prepared to see everyone eating, everyone having health care, everyone having a free education. It's not either or. Be prepared to witness the return of my fucking kingdom, because that's how it was. And I'm not going to allow myself to be publicly visible just to settle for half-assedness. I don't think so. No, it's not either or anymore. Yeah, I mean, you can stay there. You can stay there. But I ain't going to join you there. Why? Because I don't want to. And you can't force me. You can try. That's going to end badly for you. That's going to end real fucking badly for you. And I don't even need to be pregnant to know. You try and force me to do anything I don't want to do, anything that doesn't resonate with me, that's going to end real fucking badly. You're going to really hurt your feelings. And I'm not going to care. Why? Because you have utter disrespect for my sovereignty if you think you can tell me what the fuck to do. And this is me no longer apologizing for being a powerful, well-spoken, highly aware, and capable woman, a literal goddess in the flesh. I'm not going to mince words. There are not many people like me in this world. That's okay. Why? Because I'm going to show you how to do it for yourself too. I'm not interested in being at the top. I'm interested in what we can do as a community once we're all there. So, you might think you know me. You have no idea the depth and number of reservoirs of personal power that I have yet to introduce the world to. And I will only request this from you once. Please discontinue speaking to me as though you know what is best for me. Because if you knew what was best for me, you'd know it's not that. Thank you for apologizing. I appreciate you hearing my request and honoring it. Thank you. And I genuinely mean that. I think we have, as communities, as societies, as the world at large, we have allowed other people to define things for us that they have no business defining, they have no business speaking about. And yet here we are, listening to them, going to them as though they are some type of authority in subject matter they know nothing about. I'm not just talking about spirituality. I'm talking about the subject matter of you. Only you know yourself. I don't even know you enough to be able to be like, you have to listen to me. No, I will share with you my thoughts, my opinions, and then you need to decide what that means for you, how that applies to you, if it even applies to you. You are your own expert of yourself and your life. Stop giving your power away, not to the spiritual gurus, not to nobody. You've given so much already. Casting pearls before swine. No, 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 no. And as you do that, you lose hope. You lose hope for yourself, for your journey. People who have no idea what you are, who you are, what you represent beyond the confines of human existence. You're letting them dictate to you all of these things they know nothing about. You know why? Because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your ability to take the time and the effort to get to know yourself. You know, up until maybe a year ago, I think it was a year ago. Up until about a year ago, um, I didn't want anyone to actually see the reality of who I am. Up until 4 years ago, people only saw a specific aspect of me because I was afraid that if people saw my capacity to stand up for myself, my personal power and the depth of awareness, the elevation of my awareness of myself and my journey, that I will be shunned, excommunicated, vilified. I mean, motherfuckers did that anyways, despite me playing small. They did that anyways. And it took me experiencing the most elevated gift of utter destruction through the pain of losing my mother. For me to break out of the confines of my erroneous belief that people cannot handle seeing me. The real me. Not just the me that I thought the world could tolerate. Our last day here created such a rage inside my heart. Because despite calling so many times to get updates, I refused to ask to speak to her directly. I didn't speak to her at all. And when she passed, the sun was setting on me in the middle of nowhere. And that's where I stayed for several years within myself. In the middle of nowhere, surrounded by darkness. And people would ask me why I'm so angry, why I'm being so toxic. I don't know. Maybe because it seems a little unfair to have all these abilities that I can't use for myself. I don't know. Maybe because it seemed a little unfair and a little bit fucked up. That despite having such highly developed precognitive abilities, I was intentionally blinded that day so that I couldn't see her leaving until a minute or two before she left. I saw and felt her leave her body. And then she texted me. Well, she texted my best friend. I go now. As if to let me know. Don't try to feel my body. Because the hospital team was cracking her ribs. Doing CPR. Because even in the end, she knows me like no one else. And she knew that I would seek her out and try to feel her. And that I wouldn't believe if I was told to not feel. So she texted me. And so, yeah, I was angry for about 3 years. I was angry until November of last year. and quite a few people who were there when I was fun to be around, always positive. Obviously, they disappeared. Can't blame them. The density I existed in was intense. It was intense. And it was toxic. It was ugly. But it's also a valid part of me. The part of me that I've suppressed for much of my life because people can't handle it when they feel me being strong. So when it was time to be strong, I allowed myself to be strong in the most toxic way. I knew how to push people away, and so I did. I can't be bitter that people turned their backs, that people went away. That's what I wanted, and that's what I created. That's what I did. It's not about blame, it's about acknowledgement of my accountability in that. Did you know at one point, what matters now is that I've grown past the limitations of my grief. I still grieve, obviously. I will probably feel for the rest of my life how unfair it is to have abilities I can only use for other people. It's a little bit unfair. It's a little bit unfair. I can't even remove a headache. But if I allow myself to move beyond that space of grief, I see how proper it is. Because in my inability to work on myself, that opens me to the need and the awareness of this need to allow a beautiful community to come to my aid when I need it, to allow specific individuals to work on me in ways I don't allow myself to do. I know at some point I'll be situated in the center of my truth, my capacity, my potentiality, and I'll have healed enough to be able to work on myself. Or I can choose to continue being a rebellious, bratty little shit that I sometimes am. No, it's not me talking badly about myself. It's me being honest about some of my behavior because that's the reality of it. I'm a whole being and I'm capable of misbehaving to the same capacity that I'm capable of leading and healing others. I'm a whole being, as are you. And I guess the point of all of this is to remind you that all of your parts and all of the ways in which you function or malfunction is valid. It comes together to create a greater whole, an image of the reality of your capacity and potential. That means your reality and the potentiality, so that you can know you're centered in the center of it. And you can access the parts that you've already cultivated, as well as being open to access the parts you're only beginning to become familiar with. Life is beautiful in that way, where the pain seeks to transform you into the greatest version of yourself that you're capable of being in that moment. Will I ever stop being angry about how that day unfolded? Yes. I stopped being angry when I realized the anger was grief. There are parts of your life and connections that you've released that you still need to grieve. Not because you regret. I look back at that day and I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I could not talk to her because she was already afraid. First, afraid that it was her last day. Secondly, afraid of what happened to her children when she's gone. I couldn't talk to her because she would know. Because I would know and then she would know. And it was the most compassionate way for her to transcend this life, so that I couldn't beg her to stay in a body that was no longer functioning, and that I couldn't see that happening, at least not firsthand. Everything happened the way it needed to, for the greatest levels of compassion for everyone involved. It happened exactly as my heart, my growth, and my trajectory needed. I don't understand it. The human aspect of me does not understand, because I had an expectation that wasn't fulfilled. You don't have to understand. You simply have to accept everything happens for your greatest good, even if it hurts you and breaks you open. And sometimes the breaking open is why it needed to happen. Take a look at your life and see how it's gone. Remove the emotions of disappointment. Remove the emotion of anger. And just allow yourself to see it from a neutral space. You'll begin to see why it needed to happen the way it did. You'll begin to see you weren't suffering needlessly. You'll begin to identify the ways in which you chose to suffer because of a pain that was inevitable and unavoidable. The pain is the teacher. The suffering is the option to do additional unnecessary homework. And that's just that. Would I, if I had the right, the power, authority to choose whether my mom is still here or not, what would I choose? I mean, are you kidding me? I would choose to have her here, to have her texting me at 2 in the morning to wake me up. And when I ask her, "Why are you waking me up?" she will answer, "Who do I wake up if you're already awake?" Doing crazy shit like that, that she's waking me up because I'm asleep, because you can't wake up someone that's already awake. Fuck, text me all day, boo. FaceTime me while I'm in the bathroom. I don't care. As all of it. I would choose that. But that's not what I need now. Emotionally, you'll always need your mother or your father for my purpose. What I need is me. That's the only thing you need to fulfill your purpose. You be still and allow yourself to receive yourself. Allow it. Allow yourself to come home to you. Everyone in your life is serving a purpose, including the basura people who are about to be removed. Have gratitude for everyone. Literally everyone. Have gratitude for the ways in which the people unknowingly add to your understanding of yourself and your purpose. I love you guys. I love you guys a lot. I'm out of words and out of time. I gotta go. Let yourself listen to this reading again. Listen to it with your eyes closed and take it in as though your soul is speaking to you directly. Let yourself hear with your heart everything you need to know for now and for the rest of your journey. Watch this again and actually let yourself hear. I gotta go, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already subscribed. It's okay. A thumbs up. I gotta go.